Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. Uh, this is the end of the season for us for gardening. So now you can see that I'm showing you these my chilies. So what you do at this point when you have hardly any time, 2 weeks, 20 days or something, so you should be harvesting your fruits, whichever is big enough to consume, right? Don't wait for them to grow really big, because what would happen if you just keep waiting for these ones to grow really big? So the smaller ones, the one you have a smaller on the top, they will not grow big enough for you to consume at the end of the season, right? Before the frost. So just keep picking your fruit almost every day whenever you see they're big, and let the smaller ones grow. Like I have picked the chilies yesterday, and I can see that I have more fruits that I can pick even today, because the smaller ones grew, and the big ones I picked, I used them, and so plant doesn't have to spend more energy on those ones because they are consumable already. So that's what you just keep doing. And at the same time you can cut if you have a plant, so and then you can see whichever is not producing the fruit, like my this one is not producing fruit, it doesn't have anything, so I can cut this one, so plant doesn't have to support this little branch which doesn't have anything on this. So the plant would be spending all the energy on these branches and on these fruits to mature. This is my one of the chili I left for the seeds. It's not ripening yet, but it will soon. So that's what I'm going to show you, how I pick the fruits, little bigger ones, leave the smaller ones, and how I cut um, the extra branches, which is just taking the energy from the plant and not doing anything. Now, these are my peppers. So what I have done, I picked all big peppers and left these smaller ones. Actually, I picked all big, and they are growing perfectly. They were very small about 3 4 days ago when I picked the bigger ones, and then they just started growing really well. These ones also, here, right here, there were so many of them on one plant. So I just picked the bigger ones, left the smaller ones, and they just started growing. This one have only one big one. It doesn't have anything else on this. So I just left this. It will keep growing as big as it grows in 2 weeks. So I will pick them. But these ones, I just picked the big ones. Same thing with my eggplants. I have done pick the bigger ones. So the plant would be maturing the smaller ones, and they would be big enough for me to consume when frost comes. And I'm going to cut the extra um, shoots, and I'm going to show you now. All right, so on this plant, as you can see, there's only one branch coming right here. This one is producing the fruit, this one only, and rest of them are not producing any fruit. So I'm going to cut the bottom ones. You have to check carefully so you don't cut the one have your fruits. So now I'm seeing this one, this doesn't have any fruit on this, so I'm going to cut this one right from here, leaving about 2 inches. I'm just not cutting all the way to the main stem. I have left about 2 inches right here, and same thing I will do with this one. Cutting, I will just cut all, whichever is not producing anything, right? So the plant would not spend any energy on these ones, the one are not doing anything, and will just concentrate on the fruits, right? Maturing the fruits. So that's what you can do. Also, you can see these flowers right here. Right here is still producing flowers and very small fruits, but actually they don't have time to produce the fruit. So I'm going to cut or break these flowers also right here, because they are taking energy from the plant and it's not going to do anything. It's not going to grow. So I would cut this top branch right here, this one, and this has a flower on it. I will just cut it right here, gone. So that's what I'm just going to do, and you can do the same thing. So your plant conserves the energy and spends that all energy on the fruits. So your fruits would be mature enough for you to pick at the end of the season. Otherwise, what happens, then you will not have these bigger fruits big enough, or maybe they are, but the smaller ones, these ones, will not grow big enough for you to consume. So you have to throw them away. They will be dying, right, with the very first frost. So that's what you just keep doing for your plants to get all your fruits matured, whatever is there on your plant. So you have the fruit at the end of the season before your plant dies. So I have cut all the extra branches and the flowers, um, like, so they look like this now. Just the fruits and a few leaves on them, and no extra branch, right? Right here. So the plant would be now spending all the energy in maturing these fruits. So I would have all these fruits before the frost hits them. So I will not be wasting any fruit, because when frost comes, all these flowers and small fruits, they die and we just don't get anything. So if I had not cut these ones, like if I had not picked the bigger fruits from here, then these fruits would have not grown, would have not matured for me um, at the end. And I had to throw them away, sadly. But now they would be big enough for me to consume when frost hits them. So that's what you can do. Same thing I have done to my eggplants also, and for to my all other plants, so they can mature the fruit and don't produce any more fruits and flowers. So I have to throw them away. I still water them regularly and fertilize them actually now every fifth or sixth day, because the nights are cold and there's no sun. I mean, not enough sun. It's not warm enough even during the day. So I give them nutrients pretty regularly. These plants have energy to grow and mature these fruits. So make sure you're giving them fertilizer and the water. Still, they need it. So that's all from me. Thank you very much for watching my video. Please do like and subscribe to my channel if you like the information. And I will see you some other time. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.